right, buckle up, because this deep dive is going to be a wild one.
Definitely.
You guys sent us into the world of Dr. Joe Dispenza and his book, Becoming Supernatural.
Okay.
And let me tell you, it's quite the journey.
It is.
It's a fascinating blend of personal stories, scientific concepts, and some seriously bold ideas about what we humans are truly capable of.
You hit the nail on the head.
I mean, he's taking epigenetics, molecular biology, even quantum physics, and kind of weaving them all together to explore this.
Like a tapestry of human potential.
This tapestry of human potential.
Exactly.
And we know you guys are all about maximizing your time and getting right to the heart of things.
Absolutely.
So that's our mission today.
Love it.
We're going to break down those core concepts, the intriguing stories that he tells, and the most thought-provoking takeaways from Dispenza's work.
That's the good stuff.
So to kick things off,
I
think a perfect place to start is with the concept of limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Because Dispenza really argues that these are often the biggest roadblocks to achieving our full potential.
Absolutely, like the walls we build around ourselves.
Exactly.
And to illustrate this point, he tells this amazing story about a Tibetan monk named Milarepa.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard of him?
Milarepa, the one who meditated in the cave for years.
That's the one.
And when he finally emerged,
Yeah.
his students were absolutely astounded.
They were floored.
Because it seemed like he had somehow moved through solid rock.
It's like he defied the laws of physics as they understood them.
Exactly. It makes you wonder.
It does.
It's such a powerful metaphor, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, it suggests that our perceived limitations might not actually be limitations at all. Just constructs of our own minds.
Our own minds creating these illusions of impossibility.
Exactly. If we believe something is impossible, it often becomes so.
It's self-fulfilling prophecy in a way.
But Dispenza doesn't stop at just telling stories and anecdotes.
No, he doesn't.
He brings in some pretty compelling scientific evidence to support these claims.
That's what I appreciate about him.
Right. He doesn't just say, believe it because I said so.
Bro.
He's like, here's the science to back it up.
Exactly.
So he argues that our thoughts and feelings can actually have a direct impact on our reality.
Our thoughts shape our reality. It's a powerful concept.
Absolutely. So what's the science behind that?
Well, he dives into the field of epigenetics, which essentially says that our environment and behaviors can actually change the way our genes work.
Whoa. So we're not just puppets of our genes.
No, we're not.
We actually have a say in how they express themselves.
We have more control than we think.
That's pretty empowering.
It is. It puts us in the driver's seat.
It does. It puts us in the driver's seat. Absolutely.
And then he takes it even further.
Yeah. Tell me about this.
He shares this incredible personal experience he had during a deep meditation where he was able to observe his past and future selves simultaneously.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
So he's talking about accessing some different dimension of awareness.
Exactly. It challenges our linear understanding of time.
Absolutely. It makes you question everything.
It does. It makes you wonder, if we can shift our perception of time, could we potentially rewrite our personal narratives?
Like, could we change our past?
It's a possibility he explores.
So it's not just about the present moment or even the future.
It's about the interconnectedness of it all.
And then it goes even further than that.
He doesn't stop there.
He doesn't stop there.
It goes on to explore this idea that the mind has the power to influence the body, to actually change our biology.
And to really drive this point home,
he
uses these compelling case studies from his workshops.
Real-life examples of people transforming their lives.
One of the most impactful stories is about Anna Willems.
Oh, yes. Anna's story is incredible.
She healed from, a remarkable number of ailments, including paralysis and cancer.
Talk about overcoming adversity.
Through meditation and changes in her mindset.
The power of the mind-body connection.
So powerful.
And it's not just the variety of ailments she overcame, but the fact that she regenerated saliva production after years of dryness.
No way.
Like she reversed a seemingly irreversible condition.
That suggests a level of control over bodily functions that most people wouldn't even believe possible.
It challenges our assumptions about what's possible.
Absolutely. It really highlights the extraordinary potential of this mind-body connection.
It does.
So I guess the question is, how does this actually work?
Right.
Does he explain the mechanisms involved?
He does. He delves into the concept of energy centers, often referred to as chakras.
Yeah, chakras.
And how they relate to both our emotional and or physical well-being.
Okay.
He suggests that these energy centers are linked to specific emotions and can impact the functioning of different organs and systems in the body.
So let's unpack this idea of energy centers a little bit.
Yeah, let's break it down.
What are they exactly and how do they work?
Okay, so he describes them as these swirling vortices of energy located along the spine. And he links each chakra with specific emotions in corresponding areas of the body.
Okay.
For example, he associates fear with the second chakra located in the lower abdomen and suggests that if we're holding on to unresolved fear, it could actually manifest as physical issues in that area.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's not just an esoteric concept.
Right.
He's grounding it in the physical reality of our bodies.
So our emotional state isn't just something we experience in our minds.
Right.
It can literally impact our physical bodies.
It's all interconnected.
That's a really interesting connection.
It is. It's a different way of looking at the mind-body connection.
So he doesn't just point out the problem.
No.
He also provides potential solutions, right?
He does.
Okay, so what does he suggest?
Well, he emphasizes the importance of what he calls heart coherence.
Okay.
Which is essentially a state of harmony.
Okay. Between our thoughts, feelings, and physiological processes.
So it's not just about fleeting positive emotions, but about a sustained state of coherence.
It's about creating a new baseline.
So how do we cultivate and maintain that?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
Well, he cites research from the HeartMath Institute, which shows that cultivating heart coherence can have a wide range of benefits.
Right.
It can improve brain function, balance hormones, and even, according to some studies, influence the Earth's magnetic field.
Wait, our emotions can impact the Earth's magnetic field?
That's what some of the research suggests.
That's a pretty bold claim.
It is, but there are studies that show a correlation between large-scale human emotions and fluctuations in the Earth's magnetic field.
So he's really highlighting the interconnectedness of everything.
Exactly. It's not just about us as individuals.
Our individual and collective emotional states can actually have a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves. It's a powerful concept.
It is. It's a powerful concept.
It's a call to action.
To be more conscious of our emotional states.
Yes.
And to intentionally cultivate those feelings that contribute to a more harmonious and coherent world.
That's the goal, isn't it?
It is.
To create a better world for ourselves and future generations.
Absolutely. That's a great place to wrap up this first part of our deep dive.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
There's so much more to explore in Dispenza's work.
There is.
We're just scratching the surface.
And it gets even more fascinating as we go deeper.
So stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve into Dispenza's techniques for reprogramming the subconscious mind.
Oh, yeah, that's where the real magic happens.
And tapping into the unified field of infinite possibilities.
We're going to unlock some serious potential.
This is where things start to get really supernatural.
Get ready for a wild ride.
Yeah.
So we've got this idea that if we can kind of harness the power of our energy centers and cultivate heart coherence, Dispenza says we can actually start to reprogram our subconscious minds.
That sounds amazing.
It is.
But how do we actually do that?
Right. How do we put it into practice?
Exactly.
Well, Dispenza introduces a range of techniques in the book. One that I find particularly intriguing is what he calls the blessing of the energy centers meditation. Okay,
I got to admit, the whole chakra thing was a little, I don't know, out there for me at first.
Yeah, I get that.
But what makes Dispenza's approach different?
It's the way he bridges those ancient Eastern traditions with modern science. Each energy center, or chakra, is associated with specific organs, glands, even aspects of our consciousness.
So he's grounding it in the physical reality of our bodies.
Exactly.
It's not just an esoteric concept.
No, he's bringing it down to earth.
So it's like he's creating this map of the energetic body.
Yes.
And how it interacts with our physical and emotional selves.
Exactly, like a blueprint for understanding ourselves on a deeper level.
I like that, a blueprint.
And he starts with the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. It's linked to our survival instincts, grounding, connection to the physical world.
It makes sense when you think about it.
It does.
Feeling rooted and safe is essential for survival.
Absolutely. It's our foundation.
Okay, and then the second chakra, which we talked about earlier, is in the lower abdomen.
Right.
That one relates to emotions, creativity, sexuality.
It's interesting how he connects those things.
Yeah, what's the link there?
Well, it's all about the flow of energy. Both creativity and sexuality require a certain openness. a vulnerability, a willingness to let go,
Yeah.
and allow energy to move through us.
So it's about being receptive.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see the connections here.
Good.
What about the other chakra?
Okay, so moving up, we have the third chakra in the solar plexus.
Okay.
This is all about personal power, willpower, self-esteem.
Oh, interesting.
It's where we find our sense of self and our ability to take action in the world.
Like the core of our individuality.
Exactly.
Or drive.
And then, of course, we have the fourth chakra, the heart center.
Yeah, the heart center.
Which Dispenza places a huge emphasis on.
Yeah, this is the center of love, compassion, connection, right?
Yes, not just to others, but also to ourselves.
That's important.
It is. It's the foundation for everything else.
And this ties back to the idea of heart coherence.
Exactly.
Cultivating those positive emotions from the heart center outwards.
Radiating love and compassion.
Okay, so we're moving up the ladder. What's next?
The fifth chakra, located in the throat.
Okay.
This one governs communication, self-expression, speaking our truth.
Finding our voice.
Yes, and using it authentically.
I like that.
It's about expressing ourselves without fear.
So each chakra is building on the previous one.
Right, it's like a progression.
Yeah, a ladder of energetic development.
I like that analogy.
Okay, what about the sixth chakra?
This one is in the center of the forehead,
Okay.
often referred to as the third eye.
Yeah, the third eye.
This is the center of intuition, insight, connection to higher consciousness.
Like our inner compass.
Exactly, guiding us towards our true path.
Okay, and finally, the seventh chakra.
This one's located at the crown of the head.
Yeah.
Represents our connection to the divine, spirituality, a sense of unity.
That feeling of being connected to something greater than ourselves.
Yes, that sense of oneness, of belonging to something bigger.
Okay, that's a helpful overview of the chakras.
Good, I'm glad it makes sense.
But let's get back to that blessing of the energy centers meditation.
Okay.
What does that actually involve?
So Dispenza guides us to bring our attention to each energy center, becoming aware of the space around it.
Okay.
And visualizing it opening and expanding.
Okay, so we're not just focusing on a single point.
Right.
We're also allowing our awareness to kind of radiate outwards from that point.
Yes, he calls it convergent and divergent focus.
Okay.
It's a way of shifting our brainwave patterns, moving us from the busy beta state to the more relaxed and receptive alpha and theta states.
And those slower brainwave states are where we can access the subconscious mind.
Exactly.
And start to reprogram those limiting beliefs and patterns.
It's like we're going into the operating system of our minds.
And making changes at the deepest level.
Yes. And as we open and balance each energy center, Dispenza suggests we release stagnant energy and emotions that might be blocking our flow.
So it's like clearing out the energetic cobwebs.
Right, exactly.
And creating space for new, more expansive energy to flow in.
Yes, and he even suggests that we can draw energy from the unified field.
Okay, the unified field, let's talk about that.
It's that field of infinite possibilities.
Okay.
And we can direct it into these energy centers.
So it's like we're plugging into a limitless source of power.
Yes. We have access to more energy than we realize.
Wow, that's powerful.
And it's not just about our own energy field, it's the collective energy field as well.
So it's all interconnected.
Yes, as we cultivate greater coherence within ourselves, we're radiating that energy outwards, creating a ripple effect.
So we're not just isolated individuals working on ourselves.
Right, it's bigger than that.
We're part of a larger interconnected web of energy.
Exactly, and what we do impacts the whole.
Our actions, our thoughts, our feelings.
It all matters.
Okay, so we've got these energy centers,
right?
Heart coherence.
Yes.
But how do we actually reprogram those deep-seated beliefs and patterns?
It's the key, isn't it?
The ones that are holding us back.
Dispenza introduces some powerful techniques.
Okay.
One that really stands out is the use of mind movies.
Okay, I've heard of mind movies.
Have you?
Yeah, they're basically short videos we create that depict our ideal future.
Exactly.
Filled with images, affirmations, inspiring music.
It's about immersing ourselves in the emotions and sensations of that future reality.
So it's not just about visualizing.
No.
It's about feeling it in our bodies.
Embodying it. And to take it even further, Dispenza suggests pairing these mind movies with a kaleidoscope.
A kaleidoscope?
Yeah, it sounds a little strange.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
But the constantly shifting patterns of a kaleidoscope can help induce a trance-like state.
Oh, interesting.
It bypasses the analytical mind and allows us to access the subconscious more readily.
So it's like we're slipping through the cracks of our normal perception and entering a realm of pure possibility.
And in that state,
Yeah.
We're more receptive to the suggestions and images that we're feeding our subconscious through the mind movie.
And he's seen results.
He has. He shares some incredible stories in the book.
Of people using this technique.
People who have manifested everything from dream jobs to miraculous healings.
To financial abundance.
It's pretty amazing what people have been able to achieve.
It sounds almost too good to be true.
I know, it does.
But he says the key is to really embody those emotions. The energy of that future reality as if we're already living it.
It's not just passively watching. It's about feeling the joy, the gratitude, the excitement.
As if those desires have already manifested.
Exactly.
So we're sending a signal to our subconscious mind and to our whole being.
To the universe.
That this is who we are.
Yes.
This is what we're creating.
That's the power of intention.
It's like laying down new neural pathways.
Rewiring our brains for success and happiness.
And when we combine this with the energy work and heart coherence, we're creating a powerful synergy.
It's about aligning all levels of our being.
The physical, the emotional, the mental, and the energetic.
Towards our desired outcome.
Okay, this all makes sense.
Great.
But I'm still struggling a little bit
with
this concept of the unified field.
It's a big one.
It is. It feels very abstract.
It can be hard to wrap our minds around.
Yeah, so can you explain it in a way that's a little easier to grasp?
Okay, imagine a field of infinite potential. Okay.
Where all possible timelines and realities exist simultaneously.
There's no past, present, or future.
It's all happening now.
Whoa.
It's like a realm of pure potentiality.
Where all possibilities already exist.
And we can tap into this realm and choose the reality we want to experience.
We're not just passive observers.
Oh, no, we're active participants.
We're the directors of our own lives.
Choosing the experiences we want to create.
Wow, that's mind-boggling.
It is.
So how do we actually access this unified field?
Dispenza suggests that meditation is key.
Meditation.
When we quiet the mind
Yeah.
and enter a state of deep inner stillness, we can begin to tap into this field of infinite possibility.
It's like we're tuning into a different frequency.
Yes.
A frequency of pure potential.
And then we can use our intention to bring that potential into form.
So how do we translate that potential into tangible reality?
He uses the analogy of a movie reel.
Okay.
Imagine all the possible scenes of our lives existing on this reel.
But it's up to us to choose which scenes we want to project onto the screen of our reality.
We're choosing our own adventure.
Exactly.
So we're not just passive observers. We're actually the creators.
We're the directors of our own lives.
And when we combine this understanding of the unified field with the power of our intention, our emotions, our energy,
we become unstoppable creators.
Wow, it's like we're stepping into the role of the divine creator.
Shaping our reality with the power of our consciousness.
And that is the essence of becoming supernatural.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've gone deep into these ideas about how we can change our beliefs, our biology, even our experience of reality.
Yeah, it's been quite the journey.
But Dispenza doesn't just stop at the individual level, right?
Right. There's a bigger picture here.
He connects these personal transformation practices to creating a more conscious and harmonious world.
Exactly. It's about more than just ourselves.
So he suggests that our individual energy, our coherence, can actually impact the collective consciousness.
It's like a ripple effect.
Extending far beyond ourselves.
Yeah, like we're all connected, you know?
It's like we're all drops in the ocean of consciousness.
And as each drop becomes clearer, more vibrant,
it affects the whole ocean.
The whole thing shifts.
And he even brings up that research on the Maharishi effect.
Oh, yeah. Fascinating stuff.
Where large groups of people meditating have actually had measurable impacts.
Yeah, like on crime rates, global events. It's wild.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
About the power of our collective consciousness.
It challenges that idea that we're just isolated individuals.
Exactly. It really highlights the interconnectedness of everything.
We're all part of something much bigger.
And Dispenza paints this picture of a future where humanity has transcended limitations like fear, scarcity, separation.
A more evolved state of being.
Embracing love, abundance, unity.
It's a beautiful vision.
It is, but it also feels increasingly possible.
Definitely, especially as more and more people wake up to their true potential.
And choose to live from a place of heart coherence and expanded awareness.
Yeah, it's happening all around us.
So it's inspiring to think that we can be part of this collective evolution.
We can.
That our individual transformation contributes to a brighter future for all.
Absolutely. It gives me hope for the future.
And too, that we can create a world that reflects our highest aspirations.
And Dispenza doesn't just give us this lofty vision.
Right. He gives us practical steps, too.
He does. He emphasizes daily practices like meditation, visualization, cultivating heart coherence.
And not just for ourselves.
No, as a service to humanity.
It's about becoming more mindful of our thoughts, words, actions.
And realizing that everything we do has an impact
on the energy field around us.
It's about living with more intention, compassion, awareness.
Recognizing that our choices matter.
They do. They ripple outwards.
So Dispenza's work is like a roadmap.
Yeah, a guide.
For personal and collective transformation.
Leading us from limitation to liberation.
From fear to love, separation to unity.
It's a powerful journey.
It is. It challenges us to step outside our comfort zones, to expand our awareness.
To embrace the unknown.
But ultimately, it leads us to the realization that we are far more powerful than we ever imagined.
And capable of creating a world that reflects our highest aspirations.
This deep dive has been incredible.
It has.
I'm already thinking about how I can apply all of this.
That's great.
But where do we go from here?
Well, that's a question for you.
For me?
Yeah, what resonated with you most?
Good question.
What possibility are you inspired to explore further?
And for all of you listening out there,
what one step can you take today?
To embody this wisdom.
To contribute to a more conscious and harmonious world.
Because remember, knowledge is only powerful when it's put into practice.
So experiment, explore, see what unfolds.
You might be surprised by what you discover.
And who knows?
Maybe you'll be sharing your own supernatural story with us someday.
We'd love to hear it.
Until then, keep diving deep, keep exploring, and keep becoming the best version of yourself.
The world is waiting for you.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.